Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Intentional Favor. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. On this channel I share my life experiences on issues pertaining to faith, lifestyle, studying abroad. I also do a little bit of vlogging, so please, if you want to join this family, you are more than welcome to do so. Just hit the red subscribe button below and also hit the notification bell so that I get notified each time I upload a new video. Guys, this is the third and the final episode of the series that we started some days ago. This series is all about preparing to travel to the UK, whether to study, to work, or to join a spouse. And in today's video, I'll just be giving you the essential traveling tips that you need when you are coming. Like I said in my previous video, this might not be useful for everybody. There are some gurus in traveling. I mean, there are those that, come on, traveling is what they do every day, okay? So this is not new to them. But I still believe that there are some people who this might be their first time of even traveling, entering a plane, for instance, or even traveling outside their country and all of that. And they might still need this. However, even if you are a guru, you never can tell, okay? You can still grab some information that I'll be sharing in this video. So whatever be the case, if you are a guru, if you are a JJC, whichever one you are, welcome and let's discuss. Let me just give you some tips to the best of my knowledge that can help you when you are packing. This is all about packing, okay? So I've already shared previously on things that you shouldn't pack when coming to the UK. Have you seen that video? If you have not, please check the video out. I'll leave it here. I'll also film the video on the things that you should pack, okay? Hope if you watched that video already, please make sure you get some things for me. Thank you. Alright, so if you've not seen that other video too, I also suggest check it out and you'll be glad you did. So today basically is just to give you just some quick tips on packing. Alright, now you have gotten the things that you need to travel with, okay? You have removed some things that maybe you've learned that you shouldn't come with. So how should you pack this? What are the things that you need? Without much ado guys, let's jump right into today's video. One thing I would suggest that you should get when you are packing and preparing to travel is a weighing scale. Yes, very, very important. You need this because, as you may be aware, every airplane, they have the expected weight of your luggage, okay? So your luggage is expected not to exceed a certain weight, okay? So I said in my previous video, make sure that you check with your airline to know the expected weight. So with that, you actually need a weighing scale. Why? So that when you finish packing, all right, you place your bag on the weighing scale and make sure it does not exceed. This is very important. Don't assume. You know, sometimes people like assumption to think like, this is not heavy. I don't know when your hand has become a weighing scale. Maybe you are that talented, I don't know. But please, I would suggest get a weighing scale. It doesn't cost much, I think, or you can even borrow just for the sake of weighing your bags before you travel. Because honestly, maybe if you have experienced this, you will understand the feeling when you get to the airport and then they are checking in and then they find out that your bag exceeded the weight. It's never funny because you have to remove some things. Definitely, you just have to, or you have to pay for extra, okay? And you might not have prepared for that. So it's always frustrating. And even if you now say, okay, I'll remove some things, sometimes you are at a point where you don't even know what to remove. So you don't want that to be your experience. Secondly, for maybe people that are traveling for the first time that don't really know what it's like. So sometimes you are required to have maybe, let me say, 2 bags or 2 sets of bags, okay? Or 2 categories or whatever. One is hand carry. Now, in this video, I'm going to be living like what a hand carry can be, like the picture of what a hand carry can be. But I'll use boxes, like, you know, the trolley boxes, popularly known as Ecolac in Nigeria. Though Ecolac is a brand name, but we call all trolley boxes Ecolac. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. So those trolley boxes, there is this biggest one. So that big one, you can come with it. I'll just advise, get that one big bag, especially depending on your airline. For instance, the first time I traveled with Ethiopian airline, and we are allowed to carry 2 baggages. I can't remember the exact kg for 2 of them, then a hand carry. The next time I was going back, I traveled with a different airline and we're only allowed 1 baggage and a hand carry. So just check whichever one you are traveling with. Very, very important. So if it's just one that you need, or even if it's two, you can get that one. Very big. It can contain so many things, okay? Just get that size. That is one bag you can travel with. That is not to say if you want to come with Ghana must go. My Nigerian friends, you understand what I mean by Ghana must go. Just any bag, all right? But just make sure that it's a bag that is safe. Why sometimes it's advisable that you go with the trolley boxes, the trolley bags, is because they are kind of like the quality, not even like they are safe. So when you put something in there, hardly will it tear or anything happen to it when they are transferring your goods or when people are mishandling your bags. Things there are usually safer, okay? So I would suggest that you just go to the market, get that biggest size, depending on your airline, so you can check if you need just one or you can get two. It must not even be the two of them the exact. I remember for me, I just bought one of those big ones and I got another bag that carried my foodstuffs, okay? So it was small, but because of the weight of the foodstuffs, of course, no matter how small it is, the weight will be there, okay? So just make sure you know that. I'm going to be telling you the things that should be inside your hand carry. Now, the hand carry is also can be an Ecolac, okay? Yeah, it can be that trolley box, the smaller one. I'll leave the sizes of all of these. Yeah, so it can also be that one, okay? Now, that is the one that you will be allowed to enter the plane with, okay? The other one, you can't enter the plane with, of course, it has to go through cargo, okay? So that one, I'm going to tell you some essential things that you should put inside that hand carry. Yeah, these are the things that you need. And as a matter of fact, you can also come with maybe a small handbag or cross bag, you know, just for you to put maybe something like your passport and all those small documents or something. You can also come with that. Everything should weigh up as your hand carry, but those are the things that you can enter the plane with. Now, what are the things that should be inside your hand carry? I would suggest anything that you think that you will need while in transit, please put it inside your hand carry. Yes, anything, whatever, depending on your need. I said this because people have different needs, okay? Someone might have medication. For instance, if you have medication that you must take and it is prescribed, definitely it should be inside your hand carry, okay? So people have different needs. So if you know, just imagine yourself traveling for how many hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, even sometimes 23 hours or what, depending on the flight. If it's stopover flight, it will be longer. If it's a direct flight, it will be lesser, okay? So depending on the flight, just imagine yourself in transit, okay, where you cannot even stop. Maybe it's not a road transport that you can see people selling stuff and all of that. If you know anything that you need that you cannot do without whilst in transit, please make sure that they are inside your hand carry. However, I mentioned medication, though I don't know where you'll be coming in from, okay? But your hand carry, make sure that you don't put things there that will be removed. Number one, I said in my previous video that you are only allowed to travel with 100 mils, right? So your cream, whatever, anything that is inside there, okay? Now just know that bag, that your hand carry will be scanned, okay? For maybe airports that don't have the scanners, all these are prominent in maybe developed countries, okay? I remember when I traveled, the airport I followed from my country, it was not scanned, but believe me, the immigration officers, they searched the bag, okay? So they will search it, all right? And trust me, they will remove some stuff, okay? So for instance, your perfume, that expensive perfume you are planning to buy, check how many mils it is. If it's like 600 mils, trust those immigration officers, especially if you are from my country. They will remove it, or you know what I mean. I don't want to mention names, but you understand what I mean, right? Yes, they will remove it, or the other option, but it's not something you want to do, okay? So make sure anything basically that you think that when they check, they will remove them, please, it shouldn't be inside your hand carry. Put it inside your cargo. Most times, cargos are not usually, searched because of the things inside. They are so heavy. So I would just advise that you should put everything that you think, if I get there, all these officers may ask questions, may do this or do this and do that. As far as they are not illegal anyway, just put them in your cargo before you enter Wahala with all those officers. Another thing, of course, I don't need to tell you that your documents should be inside your hand carry, okay? So your documents is safer. Now, I said the first thing is anything that you think that you will need whilst in transit, okay? The second thing is anything you know that is that can easily be damaged if malhandled, okay? So imagine if you put something maybe like your document, if rain beats your bag, it gets wet, probably your bag is not waterproof and it hits it, then this thing is going to be destroyed. Please don't put it inside there. If you have any expensive product, anything that is expensive, well, as far as it's not a liquid, make make sure you put it inside your hand carry. Anything you know that it will not get damaged, or that if your bag or your this thing get lost, it won't pain you so much, don't put it inside a cargo. Make sure that you put it inside your hand carry. So in this case, one example I'll give is your documents. Another important thing, please put snacks inside that bag. Okay, yes, don't forget to do that. I know you will be served food inside the airplane, okay, but sometimes, you know, especially if you are coming with kids, please prepare, put some edibles, okay, any snack inside, put them inside your hand carry, because sometimes even when you are served food, you are not even sure if you will enjoy the food, you are not sure how hungry you will get and all of that. So sometimes it's very important. And especially if your train is not a direct if your plane is not a direct plane that you will stop over, this is very important too. Let me tell you my story. So I flew with Ethiopian airline and all of that. I was such a novice. I didn't even put snack, I didn't plan anything, but of course I knew that I will be giving food inside the plane, right? Okay, yeah, the food sufficed whilst in the train. But when we stopped at what is this, Ethiopia's head capital, I can't remember, is that Addis Ababa? Yeah, so when we stopped over there, then we stayed there for I think about 5 to 6, 7 hours extra. We stayed up to 5 hours there waiting for the next train before we continue our journey. And it was at night. Gosh, hunger wire me that night. Hunger wire me that night. I didn't have money like that I could just use and go and buy or anything. I wasn't even sure what I was to do. Of course, I had money, but the money I had was not something I should go and use to buy snacks. I wasn't even sure I was it. The money I had was what I'm going to use when I come here. Then it was actually yes. So I wasn't even sure if it would be accepted. I didn't even bother. And people were so much. The crowd was so much. I didn't even know where to go. The queue, everything. So even though I had money, I didn't even know how to spend the money, if that makes sense. And that night I was just waiting. When can this journey start again? I just stayed there. And you know, when you are in such situations, it's as if the clock is paused or suddenly becomes slow. That was my case. I was so hungry that night, and I saw people eating, enjoying, drinking, and I was so envious of them. I wish I gathered enough courage to go and ask someone to give me something to eat. But seriously, you wouldn't want that to happen. So I would suggest put some snacks, okay? Not drinks. Not drinks, liquid. Remember the rule about liquid. So just put some snacks that you can eat, especially if your flight is not a direct flight. And your kids, you wouldn't want your kids get all their favorite snacks, so make sure you pack them. If they cry, just give it to them. You know what I mean. So having said that, for your cargo, I would say any other thing you think that you need, okay, any other thing you need that you wouldn't be needing in transit, those are the things that should be inside there. You know the things we talked about in my previous video, all your food stores, your items, your clothes and everything, put them. And also when you are packing this, I would suggest use a Ziploc bag or any clear bag, but mostly a Ziploc bag to pack some of your things, because they're actually safer. Sometimes things wouldn't easily tear, or you know what I mean. So I'll suggest maybe get Ziploc bags and put your foodstuffs and make sure you pack them very well. For your clothes, when you are packing your clothes, I have a suggestion. You might know this already, you might not, or you might think no, that's not necessary. That's my opinion anyways. When you are packing your clothes, okay, this is like a cloth. Now I want to use this to illustrate what I mean. The one way I'll tell you to pack your clothes. Most times when people pack clothes, this is how they pack it. Okay, they fold it this way. This is the usual way of packing. Yeah, this way, and then it is placed, right? Yeah, this is how we pack. But I would suggest when you are packing especially clothes, you know, sometimes like this clothes now is so light and all. You can have all these clothes packed and some other clothes, okay, and the weight of your bag might not have been exceeded, but you find out that the bag is already full. I don't know what to pack. One way I would advise when you are packing your clothes is this way, okay? Instead of doing it the regular way, I'll suggest you do it this way. You might know this already, you might not. So do it this way, and you see what I did, right? So instead of putting it like squared shape or something, our advice, just rule it. Yeah, it actually saves you a lot. It saves space now. So we are trying to talk about how to save space. So instead of leaving it this way, you should just fold it. So when you fold it, especially if you are traveling with a trolley bag, you just put them in bits. Okay, if you notice for ladies sometimes, or even for guys, when you buy your boxers or something that they put in those bags, these are the ways they fold them. They don't put them as flat. So take this tip from me, pack like this and you will save yourself some space. Now please, regardless of the temperature of your country, okay, I'm saying this for maybe those coming from the tropics where the weather can be very hot. So it's possible that the day you decided to travel, that's the day the weather will be so hot, okay, that you'll just be tempted to wear maybe sleeveless, wear something light and all of that. No worries, that's absolutely fine. But please, maybe inside your hand carry, or you can hold it, please come with your winter jacket. Don't forget your winter jacket. This is regardless of the season you are traveling, because like I said in a previous video, sometimes you can't predict the weather in the UK. It's cold most days, to be honest, but especially some days the cold will be here. So I know people many times when they are traveling, they already know, especially the excitement that they are traveling out, they'll go and buy the sash just for the cold, even put it around their neck, even when they've not left their country already. You know that feeling, yes. At the same time, the weather can be too hot and you might forget, okay? Like I said, you should buy a winter jacket, but please don't put it inside your cargo that will not enter the plane with you. No matter how hot the weather is, please try as much as possible to hold it in your hand. Just carry it or put it in your hand carry. Definitely your hand carry will enter the plane with you. So please don't forget. You might think, of course I know, but I've had people forget about this, or you don't want to make that mistake. Next thing I would say, this is specific for those traveling for the first time who are not used to traveling. You may be aware of this even if you are not used to traveling, but there might be people who are not used to it. Please don't feel shy to ask the cabin crew. Don't feel shy to ask them questions. If you need anything, okay, if it's even possible you don't know where the toilet is, you don't know anything, don't feel shy. Don't die in silence. You see all those beautiful ladies, they are mostly ladies. Yeah, you see all those beautiful ladies, just approach them. They are there to serve you. That is why they are there. So if you need anything, if you want to ask any question, you are confused, you need something, or just call on them, okay? Even if you are maybe thirsty along the way and they have finished serving food, please call them and tell them you are thirsty. They will get water for you, okay? So please don't die in silence. Feel free to ask them for whatever you need. Also, the food they will be served is free. Yes, when we be saying what is it, yeah, you can laugh at this. Of course, we might have had stories of people that rejected food because they think it will come with extra cost. So no, the food you'll be served in the plane, you've already paid for it, okay? So you are entitled to that. So don't reject food. As a matter of fact, eat everything that you can eat, okay? Eat anything you can see because you paid for it. But that's by the way. So guys, these are some of the tips I will give you, okay? Now, regarding packing, I only talked about packing, maybe put in Ziploc bag, fold your clothes this way. There are some other tips for some things, but I'm being careful not to say it on camera. So if you need further tips, maybe there's something you want to travel with and you are not sure how to pack it, how to do it or anything, my Instagram is for you. Just follow me on Instagram, just leave a message for me. I always respond to my DMs and we'll get all this sorted out. All right, so guys, I think I've come to the end of this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Please like this video, share it, leave your comments below. Your comments are encouraging, okay? Just let me know if you have further questions. You can also ask them in the comment section if you're comfortable to do so. It can be just remarks. Go ahead, leave your comments, share this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And guys, I'll be seeing you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take care of yourself. Bye.